Okay everybody, hello there and welcome. This is the Dynamic Nights Esports AT2 Yellow event, round 12 this week, Canada. Hopefully we're all good and live streaming today. Give me a second here, just sorting out some last minute details. Obviously we're in the qualifying session. See the order on the left hand side at the moment for you. Sorry people, we're just checking the stream, making sure everything was working. Don't want to disappoint you guys. So, as I said earlier, hello and welcome. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. So, here we go. This is obviously not your resident commentators again. This is hello there, how's he? Here for a second instalment. Invited back. Alright, let's get to it. So we'll just do a little shout out to the Dynamic Nights esports sponsors, although they're not at the top of the screen as you can see. However, we'll give them a shout out anyway. So we'll shout out to CD Keys and the Track Racer. Big shout out to all the other commentators that do this as well, because it's, as I said I think last week, it's not an easy thing to do. So let's have a look. Let's have a quick rundown of the order then. So far we've got P1, One Slick Mofo, P2, Deputy, Kvyat Panzer in 3rd, Cohenhouse in 4th, Honest Crook in 5th, ASAP Rocky, reserve driver today, in 6th, Decodinio in 10th, another reserve driver, Blue Dog, in 8th, Reedy sits in 9th, Dan the Racer, 10th at the moment, Absolute Unit, who's another reserve driver for tonight, is in 11th. Gold Gloves is here on his outlap, not to set a lap yet. F1 Boy Jamo, can't do crap, James Cruz, Charles Leclerc, all not setting laps yet. So we'll have a little look here. So let's see if we can. Let's bring up these to start with. I'll bring up the track lap, and we'll bring up the telemetry just to see what he's doing. And I think we'll go on board here. So we'll go on board with Gold Gloves on his lap. So down the start finish straight over the checkered flag there. Down into turn 1. Nice left-hander. Into turn 2, right-hander. Don't get too greedy on the throttle here. Easy to lose it. Up the hill. Got a car on the inside here. Into turn 3 and 3 and 4. Don't cut too much there. Track limits are a thing. So here we go, down into 6 and 7, exit here, again watch the exit here because it's very easy to lose the rear end. Go down under the bridge into turns 8 and 9, the right hander and the left hander, again be careful with the cut in here, nice and clean there from Gold Gloves though. Full on the power, down towards the hairpin, turn 10, tricky braking area, but he does it alright. Exit now onto turn 11, turn 12, down the straight, flat out here, and this is a corner cut area here into 13 and 14, does it nicely, stays out the wall of champions, hits the DRS, and over the line, takes him up to P2, so a good lap there from Gold Gloves, 109.272. Let's have a little flick through the rest of it and see who's on what. Oh, hang on a minute, we've got Haz there and a yellow in sector 1. Just caught that. Might have been One Slick. So I had a little bit of inside intel from the Blue Dog that the weather is supposed to be overcast for this quali session and also for the race. So it looks like we're set for a dry race today, at least. We've got 7.5 minutes left of qualifying. Now we'll just have a little rundown, I think, of last week's results as we're looking at One Slick. Possibly either on his way back in. So I'll have a little... Right. Gold Gloves is getting out of the way there. Deputy, is he starting a lap here? Possibly starting a lap. So we'll stick with this while I just run through quickly. I'll take you and give you a little bit of a reminder of last week's results from the UK. So we had Fiat Panzer winning and taking the fastest lap. We had the guy we're on board with now, Deputy, in second. Banana Josh was third. Honest Crook was fourth. Dan the Racer was fifth. Delad was sixth. One Slick was seventh. Jamo was eighth. P White was ninth. Reedy was 10th. Gold Gloves came across the line in 11th. We had Hellbent in 12th. Decadino in 13th. We had Can't Do Crap in 14th. Conehouse in 15th. F1 Boy in 16th. James Cruz in 17th. Charles Leclerc in 18th. And Jay Shush and Trent not finishing the race last week. So that was a little rundown of last week's in case you missed it. Very good race actually. Particularly some good drives. Obviously Fiat Panzer was away with it. There was no catching him last week. Solid drive. But good drives. I'll just give another shout out to Honest Crook and Dan the Racer, who finished last week's race with no penalty points. So very good drives from them last week. Let's see what they can do again this week. So we've got a few guys in the pits. Let's see, let's have a quick flick and see what tyres people are on. So Honest Crook's actually set his lap on mediums, as well as Can't Do Crap, and Absolute Unit has also set his time, although that's just gone. So I think either Cody's are playing with us, or just the two then. Honest Crook and Can't Do Crap set their times on the mediums, so going for something a bit different. So we're on board here with ASAP, reserve driver, like I said, for this week. Just coming through sector 2 into down into turns 8 and 9. Right in the left-hander. So easy to lose it there on the exit. Down into the hairpin. Does he lock up? No. Keeps it nice and tidy. Gets on the power. Again, easy to lose it on the power there. So down into 13 and 14. No, he comes in the pits. Right, let's see who else we've got out here then. So quite a lot of guys in the pits at the moment. Where is Blue Dog on the track? Blue Dog's just coming over a line. He just set up, or is he just going onto one? Fuel light flashing. He's pulling over, so he's definitely not on a lap. So a lot of the guys in the pits at the moment just getting ready for their last runs for 3 minutes to go. So I think this is Charles maybe starting his lap, so let's ride on board a minute. Ooh, very sketchy stuff going on from Cody's here. Very wide there. Turns 8 and 9. Down into the arch again. Some very jumpy visuals here. He's doing a little bit. Can't tell whether he's reading there or whether it's just Cody's. So he's also got one of the Red coming up behind him. What is he going to do here? Is he going to come in? No, he's going back over. So he's going to complete that lap. Red Bull flies past him. Doesn't improve, stays P17. So let's have a look. Let's see who's one slick. Here we go then. Pole sitter at the moment. He's on his flying lap now, so turn 2, exit in the turn. Up into turns 3 and 4, right hander, don't be too greedy here. Careful on the exit, it's easy to clip that wall. Nice here, easy to lock a brake here. The left and right of 6 and 7, sorry. It's gone purple sector 1. Put up his times actually. So exit in 8 and 9, down into the hairpin, turn 10. Takes a wide entry into that. Nice exit on the power. He's got a few cars in front of him. We'll ride on board, see what the view looks like. It's his teammate in front of him. Here's Charles Leclerc. Let's hope he gets out of his way here. F1 boy's done for the session. Oh, he's clipped the wall of champions. So one slick, 30 seconds left. He still remains pole on a 108.938. Let's see where the Gold Gloves is here in the battle. Gold Gloves is backed out of it, so he's not on a lap. Let's see if Deputy Dog is going to improve with this lap. No, he comes into the pits, bails out of it, so he stays P3. So on board with P4 at the moment, Cohenhouse. Just into turn 10, the hairpin, gets on the power. Car getting out of his way there. Didn't quite catch whether it was a Williams or a Haas. Also a Racing Point out of his way there nicely. So he is going to complete the lap. 13.14 over the line. Here we go. Does he improve? On a 109.5. He does improve, but stays the same position. 109.4. So he's done. Here's our last week's winner. Could be at Panzer. He must be on a hot one here. So we're going down into turn 10. Hairpin. Nice shot for once from Cody's. Exit's nice and clean. Maybe a little wobble there. Yeah, I thought we might do that. So Kabir Panzer's settling for a 109.5. 5.7, look at that, Honest Crook and Kabir Panzer both on the same time, 109.557. Oh, you couldn't make it up. So F1 boy, I don't think we've got anyone else on a lap here. Cohenhouse is on another lap actually, even though it says he's finished. So I think we're pretty much done there, so it looks like one slick. Yes, we are done. So we'll see if we can give you a quick rundown of the order. Let's see how quick we can talk. So, one slick takes pole, Gold Gloves in second, Deputy in third, Cohenhouse in fourth, Kvyat Panzer in fifth, Honest Crook takes sixth, F1 Boy takes seventh, Can't Do Crap in eighth, ASAP Rocky in ninth, 10th is Delad, 11th is Jamo, 12th is James Cruz, 13th Decadinio, 14th is Reedy, 15th is Blue Dog, 16th Dan the Racer, 17th Absolute Unit, 18th Charles Leclerc. So that's our 18 cars for today. We're a couple of cars missing off the grid this week. Not everyone can make it. So let me just give you a quick rundown actually of the championship, which I was going to do earlier before I got sidetracked. Obviously they're Absolute, Can't Do Crap, Honest Crook, all on the mediums there as well. We'll check those tyres in a second. But let me just give you a rundown of the championship here. So we've got Kvyat Panzer, who's leading the way with 318 points. Next along is the Deputy with 314 points. Third is Dan the Racer, 204 points. Fourth is Can't Do Crap on 183. Fifth place we've got F1 Boy on 162. Sixth place is Honest Crook with 158. Cohenhouse 7th in 156. We've got Jamo in 8th with 135. Banana in 9th on 123. P. White in 10th on 122. Reedy's in P11 with 108. We've got Decadinho in 12th then on 100 points. 13th is James Cruz on 99. 14th is Gold Gloves on 98. 15th is Trent the Beast on 32. 16th is Jay Shush with 28. 17th is Hellbent with 28. Delad is 18th with 28. Charles Leclerc 19th with 22. 20th is One Slick with 18. And today's reserve drivers, I don't think ASAP's got any points next to him in the standings. All right, formation lap coming up here. But today's reserve racers, Absolute Units on 55 points, which would put him, I think, P15 in the championship. Blue Dog's got 17 points, so he would be 20th. 21st, whatever. Right, so here we go. There's a Stockton on the bottom, 2 stop, soft to the medium, soft, medium, medium, or a soft, medium, hard. So let's just, I wanted to try and have a look and see what tyres we've got here. So, yeah. So we've got One Slick on pole, softs. Gold Gloves, 2nd on the softs. Deputy, 3rd on the softs. Conehouse in 4th on the softs. Viet Panzer, 5th on the softs. Honest Crook, the first of the different runners, 6th, good qualifying for him on the medium, so let's see how that works for him today. F1 Boy on the softs in 7th, we've got Can't Do Track also running the mediums in 8th. ASAP Rocky, P9 on the softs. Delap, P10 on the softs. Jamo, P11 on the softs. We've then got James Cruz in 12th. Decadinho in 13th and Reedy in 14th, all starting on the mediums. Blue Dog has gone for the softs from there, from P15, so in amongst medium runners there, he should make a jump on the first few laps. But Dan the Racer, Absolute Unit and Charles Leclerc all starting on the mediums at the back too. So we'll just give you a quick tally here. We're going to line up for the constructors. Renault are leading the way with 539, we've got AlphaTauri second with 456. 3rd is a Williams with 366, 4th is Ferrari with 340, 5th is Merc with 314, 6th is Red Bull 288, 7th is a Haas with 258, 8th is Racing Point with 210, 9th is McLaren with 154, and 10th is Alfa Romeo with 79. So we're just forming up here on the grid. Let's get rid of this so we can see. Hopefully we get a decent camera angle for the start. So just for anyone tuning in late, welcome. This is DNE AT2 Yellow with Housey on the comms in the box, just about to get the race underway. Hello to you all, hope you're all safe. Looking forward to this race. So we've done the warm-up lap, we've got the green light, just waiting for the actual lights. Here we go then, we've got 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 lights, 5 lights, and there, go, go, go! So a good start there from One Slick. Let's look for some action in the background. Can be a bit tight. Oh, Gold Gloves actually round the outside there. Great move. So heading up into turn 3. Stay with that. That's a bit of an issue there for One Slick. Pushed onto the grass. Gold Gloves is gone. It will stay here with One Slick for a minute. The Blue Dog, a 5-second penalty, collided with Delad and he gained a place. All the leaves flying around here, typical Canada. Front guys are settling down a little bit, so let's have a little flip back. Charles Leclerc left the session. Did he actually leave the session? Let's have a quick flick. His car is still there. Does it look like it's being driven by AI? Maybe now. So, ooh, Delight squeezing Reedy there on the exit. Stay with this one for a second. Down into turns 13 and 14. Looks like Reedy has got the job done. Oh, and we've got pits. So a couple of guys diving for the pits. We've got Reedy and James Cruz diving for the pits. Obviously got some wing downers there on the first lap. Yeah, we've got a racing point going very... Oh, be careful there. Decadinho having a whoopsie at turn 1 and trying to get back on the track, not getting anybody's way. Doesn't look like he's got any damage, so hopefully he's alright. So let's have a quick check, see where position changes are going on. So we've got Gold Gloves up 1, Deputy up 1, 1 slip down 2, Conehouse the same, Kvyat Panzer, as we've got sector 2 and 3 yellow flag. That is one of the McLarens. It's Blue Dog. What's happened to Blue Dog? Where is that on the track map? So that's out of 8 and 9. So my prediction would be that he's lost. This is the corner here, we've just come through. There's his car on the inside. So I predict he probably hit the curb there and lost it a little bit, run into the wall on the outside, maybe got a tap and put it in the wall. So the lad's in the pits now. So anyway, where are we? ASAP Rocky getting a new wing and some fresh tyres. And look at these position changes, that's what we were doing. So Absolute Unit actually up 7. So a decent start from him, probably the best here so far. Dan the Racer also up 5, had a good race last week. He's making the move there on Absolute, gets it done. Obviously stops, not too much of them. Telemetry up. Timing glitch there. So fastest lap so far has gone to Gold Gloves on a 1:12.4. Go back to interval, we'll get rid of that. We'll go and check, see what's going on at the front. So Gold Gloves still in the lead here, got a 1.4 second lead over the Deputy. Nice shot here. One slip, not too far behind, just 1.2 back at the moment in third. Conehouse 1.5 back in P4. Kvyat Panzer closing him in 0.7. So this is last week's race winner and our overall championship leader. Stay with Kvyat here because he's closing in on Conehouse. A little bit wide, just be careful on that exit. Blue Dog's left the session after his crash. Not sticking around. That's 2 weeks in a row for Blue Dog. Crashed out of turn 1 last week on the hards and hit the wall mightily hard. He's done it again this week, so not a good time for the Blue Dog. Still on board here with Kvyat Panzer, 0.5 back. We've got a bit of a battle going back here. So we've got Can't Do Crap in P6 and F1 Boy closing him in P7, out of turn 2, up towards turn 3 and 4. Possibly like another 5, so maybe that was the DRS. ASAP Rocky, 3-second time penalty. So that's one thing to watch down the bottom of the screen for the viewers is the penalties. When these guys are getting penalties for a corner cutting or maybe having a bit of a rubbings racing Harry with each other. You'll see the penalties come up, so keep an eye on them because I'm not completely on it all the time here on my own. Here we go, look, there's Dan the Racer with a 3-second penalty. So we've got Honest Crook in P8, Javo P9, Dan the Racer there in P10, Decadino P11, ASAP Rocky in P12 with actually a lot of wing damage there. 17 seconds back from Decadino and he's missing the wing completely. So this is going to be tough for him to get around this corner, as you can see. It gets out of the way nicely though, but is he parking it? What is he doing? Come on ASAP. So he's going to be going to the pits. We've got Reedy in P16. And Charles Leclerc, who's just had a penalty, is along with Conehouse in 17. Kvyat 56 seconds behind. A nice shot from Deputy here on the rear wing, looking back at Gold Gloves, who's 0.8 back, so he's closed the gap a little bit since we last checked in. His front three battle is becoming a bit closer. So we got Deputy, then Gold Gloves, and then One Slick for the top three. Got a bit of a gap then back to Kvyat Panzer, who's now got past Cohenhouse. So he's coming. You guys are listening at the front. He's coming. So let's go back and have a little look at the front three. Just keep tabs on them for a minute. All nicely through 13, 14. Nobody hitting the wall. Oh, a bit of grass being kicked up by Gold Gloves. A little bit wide, but it's good enough. So we've got Cohenhouse who's pitted. Decadinho with a penalty at the bottom there. So Kvyat Panzer there, just see in the back of the shot. You might just catch him here as well. Yep, there we go, back of the shot. He's coming for these guys. 2.5 behind. We'll have us go through with some other people. Obviously there's Kvyat Panzer. And for Tory coming for those front three. This could be an interesting race a little later on. Got Can't Do Crap and Honest Crook here having a bit of a battle. Let's go on board with Honest Crook for a minute. Down into the hairpin, P10. So he's got 1.2 to gain on Can't Do Crap. We've got a Sector 3 yellow. That is up at the War of Champions, and it looks... Was it ASAP? Or has he just retired the car after that earlier damage? Because that looks from the track map that he could be in the pits. But we've got a virtual safety car out on the track now, so hang on a minute. Where are we going with Charles Leclerc? Off the track at P10. Let's get back at the front. See if we can scroll through here, see if anyone's car. Here we've got the Merc coming down here, so Cohenhouse. See if we can see ASAP's car, whether he just retired it. So still under virtual safety car, a lot of people there are looking to take a bit of advantage. And pit. So let's have a quick look and see who has. Oh, I'm going to give up there, Cohenhouse. Let's just run back to the front here for a second and we will have a look. Position changes quickly there on the left hand side. Dan the Racer up 10, good job from him. Decadinho up 6, but those guys may not stopped yet. So let's have a look. Yeah, indeed they haven't. So far, Kvyat Panzer, Cohenhouse, F1 Boy, James Cruz, Jamo, Dalad, Absolute Unit, Reedy have all stopped. So let's have a look at the tyres we've got running at the moment. Deputy still on his softs from the beginning. Can't Do Crap actually in a good position here with his mediums on from the beginning. We've got Gold Gloves on, just coming in now. So forget that one. We've got One Slick who's also following him in on those softs. They're going to swap out to the mediums, I'm sure. Yep. We've got Dan the Racer, P4 now, on his 8-lap-old mediums that he started with. And Decadinho right behind him with his 8-lap-old mediums. And then we've got the first car, Kvyat Panzer, of the guys that have pitted. So Kvyat Panzer stuck on the mediums. Cohenhouse stuck on the mediums. We've got another yellow in Sector 3, cleared now. F1 Boy also onto the mediums. James Cruz actually, has he pitted? He has pitted, but he's got the softs on. He's 7 laps, so he must have pitted lap 2. Put the softs on. Maybe he started on the mediums. Can't quite remember. Forgive me, I'm too old. So we've got Jamo is also on the mediums. And then everybody else, One Slick, the Lad, Gold Gloves, all on the mediums. Absolute Unit's gone with something different here. He's gone the hards 5 laps ago. He's just got passed by Reedy there. Go with a bit of spectator camera for a second. Yeah. See if let's get rid of those. So let's look for some battles here, shall we? One Slick's just gone past Jamo. That's going to be tight. So we've got James Cruz here, One Slick and Jamo all fighting for position. Let's ride on board with Jamo here. We get a nice point of view here into turn 1. Honest Crooks left the session, which is a bit strange since he's in P3. Maybe he's got connection issues. So we're on board with Jamo here into turns 3 and 4. F1 boy up in the distance too, who's just pulling out of the way here. Is he going to get in our way? Oh, what is he doing? So really cost Jamo there. He was right on the back. And One Slick's cost him there. Maybe a bit of wing damage from One Slick. Goldgloss. Yellow sector 3, Onyx Cook's joined back in, so hopefully we can get back in his car. His car is still P2, maybe being driven by the AI at the moment in time. It can be a bit tricky to get back in. And then sometimes normally it screws your frame rate up and all gets a bit sketchy, so we'll see how he copes from here. Down the race up positions along with Decadenia and Kvyat Panzer. So Kvyat Panzer here is right on the back of Decadenia. We're right on board here. It's got the DRS open, the DRS being used. Down into 8 and 9. It's got the job done. Good move from Kvyat Panzer. So he is making his way forward here. Is that Honest Crook's car? Yeah, that's Honest Crook's car ghosting. So he's trying to join back in. Down the racer here. Trying to get past him, so he's opened the DRS. It's gone for the outside. Kvyat Panzer's there also, trying to take advantage of this. Oh, and that's a bit of front wing end plate. I think that was off of Honest Crook's car there. So yeah, Honest Crook's pulling over there. Got a good fight here between Deputy and Kvyat, with Decadenia right behind as well. Honest Crooks, possibly A-roll car. Might be back in that now. Teammate Konas also coming to join in the fight, so we've got quite a battle up here for the top spots, you know. Absolute unit, the 3-second penalty. It's a nice little battle going on. Got Jamo in the pits. I don't get why we're not getting any data for Absolute Unit and Charles Leclerc in terms of times, but never mind. Driving again, yeah. So we've got a nice train here. It's Yellow sector 3. There's a Red Bull on the start-finish straight. It's not Jamo. So we've got a DNF from Absolute Unit. Maybe that was him. So we've got another sector 3 yellow. We've got a Mercedes stock, but that's Honest Crook now, DNF, so maybe he brought it back in the pits and retired it. Maybe struggling with the frame rate. Like I said, it can be very, very crap, to say the least, if you get a connection issue. So we're back at the front here. Go on board with Kvyat Panzer, challenging down the racer for P2. Is he going to send out the inside? No, he's just going to sit through 8 and 9, get down into 10, probably get a nice exit on turn 10, get the DRS down the straight, do it in a sensible place rather than making dives. Down the racer locks up a bit there, gives him a little bit of room to get up the inside, so we've got a good run. Kvyat Panzer is going to get this job done as soon as his DRS opens. So he's on the overtake as well, he's got the DRS, he's got the job done there. Dan doesn't fight him too hard, it's a good clean racing. Close to the wall of champions from Kvyat, but keeps it out of the wall. So he's off now to chase down the deputy. So this is 1 and 2 from last week, just in a different order. We've got a yellow sector 1, We've got a Mercedes there. Is that Conehouse? Conehouse, yeah. So Conehouse is... Well, they're just coming out of the pits, or he's had a little bit of a spin into turn 1. Doesn't look like he's got any front wing damage or major damage anyway. So we go back up here. F1 Boy close on the heels of Decadinho. We don't want to look backwards, I want to look forwards, Cody, so I'll change the camera. So we go into 8 and 9 here. Plenty of VRS here, you can see on the right hand side on the telemetry from F1 Boy. Decadinho runs a little bit wide. This will give him a run here, nicely in his slipstream. He's got plenty of overtake, he's got the DRS too, so let's see if he'll get this job done. He's going to go inside, outside, so he comes up the inside. This should be an easy enough move. Let's hope Decadinho gives him space. Decadinho actually comes into the pits, so F1 Boy gets that move done, and he's up a place into P4, off chasing his, I think, teammate there for Williams. Yes, down the racer. So Conehouse, this is a close gap here. Also we've got Reedy and James Cruz here having a bit of a battle. So we'll have a look at this one. Reedy in the AlphaTauri, James in the Ferrari. James gets the move done there. Reedy's not going to give up though. He's going to keep it pinned. Big shout out to Reedy whilst we're here on board with Reedy for running the AT2 Yellow tier. Good job, Reedy. Well done. We all love you, man. So, we'll just have a look at these interval times here. Let's go back up. Some quite big gaps now coming. So the closest battle on track is probably here with Conehouse and One Slick. So I'll just leave you on board with this, watching this for a second, and we'll have a little look. So position changes, here we go. Deputy up 2, Kavir up 3, Dan the Racer, great job, up 13, F1 Boy up 3, Can't Do Crap up 3, One Slick down 5, Conehouse down 3, Gold Gloves down 6, Delad up 1, Decadinho up 3, James Cruz up 1, Reedy up 2, Jamo down 2, Charles Leclerc up 4, DNF so far, Honest Crook, Absolute Unit, ASAP Rocky, and the Blue Dog. So stops, mostly one stop for most people apart from James Cruz, Jamo, who've both done 2 stops. Have a look at the tyres we're running there, basically everybody on mediums apart from Charles Leclerc on softs at the back, but I don't think he's going to be challenging anyone, so no need to worry. Reedy also on a different tyre compound, so he's on the hards. Let's get rid of that. Let's have a look at the fastest lap situation. So at the moment, currently P16, lap 16, sorry, 17, just crossed the line, Deputy, for lap 17. So Kvyat Panzer currently the fastest lap with a 1:11.926. Couple of 112s there from Deputy, 112.4. Can't Do Crap, 112.5. One Slick is on a 112.0. Conehouse on a 112.4. Gold Gloves on a 112.4. And Jamo with a 112.3. So those guys in the 112s. Then we've got F1 Boy, Delad, Decadinho in the 113s, and then Reedy and Charles in the 114s, along with Dan the Racer. So Dan the Racer actually, even though he's in a great position here in P5, we just flipped him, he's actually only got a lap time of a 1:14.0. Obviously Kvyat Panzer took the fastest lap last week, so 1 point for that. So an extra point. As we've mentioned before, the point system slightly different here for these guys in this DNE league as opposed to your usual real life point scoring situation. So Dan the Racer's just come into the pits now. Let's see what he's sticking on, shall we? onto the hard, so here we're going to the end now. Bit of battle here, One Slick and F1 Boy. About second apart. Just right on board here with One Slick. Excuse me. Exit turn 7 there, into 8. Out 9. Down into the hairpin, turn 10. So actually we've got a nice little battle here because Can't Do Crap's just up the road too from F1 Boy, so we're on board with One Slick. 6.7 back from F1 Boy, who's 1.4, 1.5 back from Can't Do Crap, so this could be a nice little battle for the podium. Up 19 now, and 16 to go. Got a bit of a battle back down here with the Lab and Dan the Racer. We've got Cody's screwed telemetry there because that's definitely not what his car's doing, and that's quite annoying actually, even though I wanted to actually watch this battle. So maybe we'll go with Dan the Racer and have a little look back there. Charles Leclerc gets a 10-second penalty. He's also a lap down. We've got yellow in sector 3. I think that might well be Charles. Change the camera type here. Trying to keep tabs on these battles here. So One Slick actually and F1 Boy is probably the closest battle at this point in time. So we'll have a little look at that. So we've got F1 Boy in front, One Slick up the inside. It's going to get this move done. Yep, nice and easy. F1 Boy doesn't put up a fight, so nice clean driving there. Nowhere near the wall of champions on the exit, so good job boys, well done. Still the closest battle on track, so we'll sit here for a second. In fact, let's go for a rundown. So, lap 20, 15 to go. We've got the Deputy leading the race, 3.7 ahead of Kvyat Panzer, who's 5 seconds ahead of Can't Do Crap in third. We've got One Slick in fourth, who's 1.2 seconds ahead of F1 Boy in fifth. We've got a gap back to Conehouse of 2.5 seconds then in sixth, sorry. Seventh is Gold Gloves, 3 seconds further back. Dan the Racer, 9 seconds further back in P8. We've got the Lad, who's just under a second, or floating around the second back from Dan the Racer in P9. Decadinio 7 seconds back from that in P10. James Cruz 4 seconds back from Decadinio in P11. Jamo's P12, 3.5 seconds back. Reedy just exiting the pits actually. He's got the mediums on. He did have the hards on last time we looked, so he's changed over to the mediums. He's 25 seconds back from Jamo, so maybe not the best race for our resident leader here, Reedy. Not having the best of days by the looks of it, unless this is just brilliant strategy and it's going to come back to him later. And then P14, 1 lap down, we've got Charles Leclerc, who is at the back. What more can I say? Sorry Charles. You're trying your best, I'm sure. But these boys at the front are certainly in a little bit of a different league at the moment. So, lap 21. Catch my breath there for a second. Deputy's looking good here. He's changing the camera, Cody's. He's looking good here for the win. He's got 5 seconds on Kvyat Panzer, who we thought earlier on in the race, as Charles Leclerc pits there, is in the background. Yeah, we thought Kvyat was probably going to close the front lot down. Maybe get the win. But Deputy, I think he's looking pretty solid here. P1, 5 second gap, so Kvyat Panzer has got a bit of work to do here. Let's have a look, see if we can see. So obviously everybody's stopped now. F1 Boy and Konas is in the pits right at this point in time for the 2-stop. So they're probably sticking on the mediums again. Let's have a look. Yep. So Dan the Racer actually on hards here. How many times has he pitted? Once. So yeah, a good position from Dan the Racer so far. P6. Deputy Kvyat both on quite old mediums, 11 and 14 laps respectively. And then One Slick and Gold Gloves also on 13 lap old mediums in P4 and P5. So these guys probably due to pit again front, what we got? Front 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably due to pit again at some point. So that 10 seconds back with Dan the Racer is, he might just close that in when these guys pit again, if they do. And here we go, as I say that, Kvyat Panzer is in the pits. So he should put on the mediums again, indeed he is. Nice little shot of the pit stop here. Oh, he's putting a wing on as well. Oh dear, this is going to hurt him when it comes to his battle for the front, for the lead. I think that might well give Deputy the race here, for sure. So he's going to come out of the pits. But hopefully we'll get no nice clean track. We'll have a little on board. Yep, so look, Dan the Racer and the F1 Boy here. Both on relatively new tyres. Dan the Racer on the hards, and F1 Boy here really all over the back of him with the mediums on. So I think we've had the tyre data up for long enough. Let's get rid of that so that you can see what's going on. Brave move here up into P8, to turn 8. Oh, he's come back on him. That was Dan the Racer there. We had a nice on board of it. 2 into 1 don't go. It looked like it was wheel to wheel contact. So I don't think we're going to have any damage. Oh, he's going to get dived on here from Decadinho. So it's all getting a bit scrappy now. 11 laps to go. Decadinho now behind F1 Boy. Hopefully F1 Boy sorted that out after the contact there in turns 8 and 9, and then again contact in turn 10 with the guy we ride on board with, Decadinho. So let's have a flick forward. So it's Dan the Racer with the contact. Sure, we might well see in the Discord. We might see a little bit of a complaint there from F1 Boy against Dan the Racer. I'd like to have seen it on board with Dan the Racer. Unfortunately, I was on board at the time. But F1 Boy was up the inside. Dan the Racer on the outside. Obviously, tried to keep it. Not really a place where you can get two cars side by side. Yeah, I guess if you've got two clean races. The problem with this is if you run on the outside there where Dan the Racer was, getting into turn 9, you're on the inside, you're risking a corner cut. So actually, maybe the smarter thing would have been to back out of it. Kvyat Panzer just sets the new fastest lap of the race down there at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, we'll see whether that's any room for complaint in the Discord, probably later on or tomorrow or later on in the week for the guys that are in it. Anybody that's not familiar with this DNE and how it works, we've got a bit of a system going on where if you get involved in any shenanigans in the race, you can upload your video clip to the steward's office. The stewards will have a look at it and dish out penalties as they feel fit. So quite real life, but it just happens a few days later, so the penalties will go on for the next event normally. But there is a system of penalties here for anyone who's not aware of that. So Deputy Dog pits now at the top, just caught that out of my eye. He's put softs on, so he's going to be fast here for the last 9 laps. Can't do craps taking over the lead. He's got 4 seconds on one slick. Let's just have a look, see what they are doing in terms of tyres. So yeah, I think they're still going to stop. I can't do crap on one slick at the front. I'd be very surprised if they go all the way to the end. So Deputy is still looking good in P3 to actually take the win. Gold Gloves P4 at the moment, 17 lap old medium, so again he's going to pit at some point, so Kvyat Panzer will then retake that place, and then I think pretty much Cohenhouse, Dan the Racer, F1 Boy, Decadinio might just get to the end on those tyres. He's on 11 laps, Jamo on 14, so Decadinio and Jamo here, they might pit again. He might not. Everyone below that, Delad, Reedy, James and Charles, certainly won't be. Quick look at the position changes as it stands at the moment. So Dan the Racer, the best job so far, up 9 places to P7. Can't do crap doing a bad job either, up 5 places, but we know he's got a pit, which he possibly has done now actually, if you're looking at it. Pay attention. How's he? Yeah, he must have pitted there. He did. So one slick and can't do crap, both pitting I think on that last lap, and they have put on the softs. So let's get rid of that. We'll go back to just the interval here. So we'll have a quick rundown. Lap 27. Deputy Dog P1, where's my interval times gone? There we go. Sorry. Schoolboy. You got a yellow in sector 1. Just look at the track map, maybe the either Haas or Ferrari there. So we've got Deputy Dog, he's away with this. He's 6 seconds up the road from Kvyat Panzer. Just keeping it clean, Deputy, and it's all yours, my friend. So we've got Kvyat Panzer in P2. Good drive though to get back to P2 from Kvyat. And then we've got Can't Do Crap in P3, who has, let's just, no, forgetting my own stuff here. Yes, he has just pitted. So he's got 1 lap old softs on, so actually looking good for Renault here, who are leading the constructors anyway. But Can't Do Crap could well end up getting Kvyat Panzer. Let's have a quick carry on with the rundown. We've got P4 Cohenhouse. P5 is one slick. Right up behind him. We can have a little on board here for a second. Gold Gloves gets a penalty. So into turns 8 and 9 where we saw that argy-bargy between F1 Boy and Dan the Racer. A few laps to go. We'll stay on board here. Hartley's on board shots, as you might have realised. Cohenhouse out wide. One slick trying to get it up the inside. Should get a decent run here. It's got the DRS. Cohenhouse going to squeeze him. Deputy Dog fastest lap, 1:11.6, 1:8. Nice move there from one slick, obviously on the soft compound tyre. Cohenhouse is coming back at him though. We'll have a little ride on board with Cohenhouse. I don't think he's going to have an answer because of the tyres, to be honest. So into turn 1, turn 2, steady on the power here. One slick gets a little bit squirrish on the exit. So this is 3, 4. Turn into 5. Turn 6 here. A bit wide there by one slick. We've got sector 3 yellow. That's a Haas. Might be Charles. So into turns 8 and 9 here. Right and the left. So 8 right, 9 the left. Easy to lose it on the way out of there. I know because I've done it 1,000 times. Easy to lock the brakes here, but one thing I should mention is actually with the yellow tier there is some assists available. So if you guys are not sure here, Can't Do Crap's actually just taken Kvyat Panzer. I don't think Kvyat Panzer's going to have an answer for this, so hopefully he's going to be sensible and just take the points. He's got a 7-second gap to one slick, 5 laps to go. One slick's really going to have to be on the ball. He's going to have to be over a second faster a lap to catch him. As we're on board one slick, Cohenhouse actually great move there. After me saying I don't think he'll have an answer a minute ago. Conehouse has actually retaken that position on those mediums. I would have had the DRS though out of the last turn 14, onto the straight. So we'll cut back to these guys in a minute. Let me just carry on with the rundown. So P6 F1 boy down the race. So P7, P8 is the lad, Decadinio, P9, Jamo in P10, Reedy in P11. And he was right at the back at one point not long ago. So Reedy's having an alright comeback into P11. So we've got James Cruz in P12, Gold Gloves in P13, and Charles, now it says 2 laps down, coming into the pits. So let's have a look for the battles here. So Kvyat Panzer's holding on to the back of Can't Do Crap. It's got the DRS wide open into turn 1 here, a little bit of a lock-up. Yeah, one thing I was saying before there about this yellow tier, some assists are available. So for people that don't know, there's things like traction control, ABS, there's automatic gearing, there's racing lines. So all sorts of different assists you can have on in this racing, in this game. Yellow does run some assists. I'm not 100% sure exactly what assists there, but I think you can use traction control. I'm not sure about the ABS. Obviously with these assists turned off, makes it a lot more difficult. Certainly with the braking. Easy to lock the brakes if you don't have ABS on, and easy to lose the rear if you don't have the traction on. All about how good your right foot is. Sector 2 and 3, we've got a yellow. It's cleared up now. Mercedes coming through that sector. I don't know who it was. We're still on board here with Kvyat Panzer. F1 Slick and Conehouse is still having this battle. So One Slick gets it back. We've got the yellow sector 3, that's the Haas, one of the Haas's, I think. Shall we go and have a look? Yep, it's Charles. So let's get back to the battle there. So Conehouse and One Slick really having a good battle here. So it's backwards and forwards. One Slick's got him back again. Reedy's got a penalty, 3 seconds. Now I would just shut off this screen and go and have a look at the penalties, but we'll miss some of the action, so I won't do that. You'll get to see them at the end, but as I'll just finish saying off about the assist thing. So we've got Diamond tomorrow on Thursdays, DNE Diamond. That is one where assists are turned off. I think the only thing you're allowed on there is a racing line, but traction control, ABS, all that good stuff is turned off. So it's a race for the big boys. So that's coming up tomorrow. Let's have a look at the battles here quickly. So we've got 2 laps to go. Reedy closing in on James Cruz. Be careful on the exit here, Reedy. Easy to spin it up, easy to put it in that left-hand wall. He's got the DRS outputted. Trying to chase James down into turns 8 and 9. Who we got going off there? That's probably Charles getting out of the way. At least he gets out of the way. Got Gold Gloves now actually, so we're under attack here. Oh, and he sent it, absolutely sent it. It's like a torpedo. I was at racing, yes. You were racing, I was racing. Some great quotes from our main man Danny Kvyat in real life there, when he sent it on Sebastian that one time. I think it was that Russia. So Reedy down to 13th now. Looks like that's the end of his race. Looks like he's going to finish there. So Deputy just about to start his penultimate lap. He's got this in the bag. Kvyat Panzer made the move on Can't Do Crap. So again, so good job from Kvyat Panzer, showing why he is the leader of this championship, although maybe that will change with Deputy winning this race. Let's have a quick check, see who's got the fastest lap at the moment. Gold Gloves for the fastest lap at the moment at 1:11.340 back in P12. So he's actually having a little bit of a battle back here, Gold Gloves. The James Cruz, so into the last corners, 13-14, watch that World Champions, which it looked like, oh, James was close to. Let's have a little ride on board here. Up the inside, different tyre compounds, softs for Gold Gloves, mediums for James Cruz. We'll have a look back. Is he going to try getting back up the inside here? No, too much good of an exit from Gold Gloves. Those soft tyres really working for him. So we'll go back to the front because this is a battle here between Can't Do Crap and Kvyat Panzer. The rest of the field all pretty well gapped. So we'll stay on board with this. This is the last lap. Can Can't Do Crap do anything about Kvyat Panzer? I don't think so. He looks a bit too far back. 0.9. He's got the DRS still at the moment. Will he be in the detection for the back straight? So out of turn 10. Oh, he's run wide there. Comes back on where he should do, but questionable about. Yeah, he gets the time penalty there for corner cutting. You've got to back out of these things. The racer in you always wants to just keep the foot down, but if you do, then time penalties are coming your way. So he's definitely got a 3-second penalty, and one slick's 8 seconds behind him. So I think that's done. So here we go, over the line with the race winner. Great drive from Deputy Dog, so he takes P1. Kvyat Panzer, also a great drive, takes P2. Can't Do Crap takes P3. None of them have changed on penalty so far. So one slick coming to cross the line. P4, will he jump Can't Do Crap? No, he stays P4. Conehouse now, the next one to the line, P5. F1 Boy crosses the line and jumps Conehouse on penalties there, so P5 for F1 Boys. Conehouse drops to P6. Dan the Racer, a decent drive from Dan the Racer. P7. Now we've got to wait a further 7 seconds for Delad over the line in P8, stays P8. Decadinho now over the line in P9, stays P9. Jamo, is he still coming down the straight? Back straight, he is. Another little on board through the last couple of corners. Stay out that World of Champions. Over the line, P10 for Jamo. Yep, stays there. Gold Gloves shortly behind. P11 stays there. James Cruz actually jumps Jamo and Gold Gloves there to P10. So James Cruz P10. P11 actually Jamo. Gold Gloves in 12th. Waiting for Reedy. Reedy's over the line now. P12 was that? P13? And that completes our race. So round 12, Canada, AT2 Yellow. Driver of the day, Dan the Racer. As I said, he did have a good drive again. Good drive last week. No penalties in the race last week. We'll see what penalty situations are here. So keep a look on the right hand side here, and that'll tell you. Chance to bust some moves on the podium for the deputy. Looking very pleased with himself. Bang the champagne. Spray everyone with a bit of stuff. Oh, isn't it fun? Yes, everybody gets covered in champagne. Nice sticky mess. Woo! So here we go then. We'll have a quick rundown. When we get there, look at the right hand side. So actually Gold Gloves takes the fastest lap, and let's have a quick flick. I think everybody's got a penalty. Yep, every single person apart from Blue Dog. Oh, actually, well, he didn't finish, but doesn't show a penalty there. So Deputy in P1, Kvyat P2, Can't Do Crap P3, P4 one slick, P5 F1 Boys, 6 is Conehouse, Dan the Racer in 7th, 8th Delad, Decadinho in 9th, P10 James Cruz, Jamo in P11, P12 Gold Gloves, P13 for Reedy, P14 for Charles, Honest Crook, Absolute Cunt, Absolute Unit, sorry, ASAP Rocky and Blue Dog all DNFing from the session. So let's have a quick look there. Dan the Racer. Yeah, P16 to P7. That's a good job from Dan the Racer there. Again, the lad. P10 to P8, not too bad. So the biggest jumper there was Dan the Racer. Kvyat Panzer also up from 5th to 2nd. Good job from Can't Do Crap as well. 8th to 3rd. Rudy makes one place, 14th to 13th. Jamo starts 11th, finishes 11th. Oh, I hate those races. I feel for you, Jamo. And that's it. We're going back to the lobby. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been Hello There, How Is I, aka Howsy, doing the stream for you today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Certainly enjoyed doing it for you. Some great racing there. Congratulations to our race winner, Deputy. And we'll do it all again next week on Wednesday. So, not sure if it'll be me or someone else doing the comms next week. But we'll certainly be here. Like I said, stay tuned for the Diamond tomorrow. Also, then we'll have numerous other events going on in the week on the Discord. Keep an eye out on the DNE channel as well, YouTube channel. Go and check it out. See what racings are coming up. We've got plenty normally for you. So, that's round 12 done. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, everybody. Take care. Peace out.